I've been bartending for a little over 10 years now, and the only thing funnier and more depressing than the job itself is how wrong people can be in their perceptions about it. So today I'm dispelling some of those myths.
Let's get into it.
Myth number 1. Bartending is not a real job. I'm not sure what you mean by real job, because I was under the impression that any job that pays money is a real job, including bartending. And social media. But I think the notion that bartending isn't a real job is really born from the question, why are you doing this? Or why aren't you doing something else? The truth is, this is a career just like any other, and people get into it for all kinds of reasons. We like the hours, we like talking to people, we get to make little masterpieces and bask in the immediate joy they bring. It sure beats a desk job, and I would know. One of my favorite things about it is I get to sleep in. Every single day. The bottom line is this is a skill. It's a craft. We're not doing it because we can't get something better. We like it. Plus, we get to travel the world meeting interesting people and having great experiences, often surrounded by tasty drinks. In many ways, this job is great. Myth number 2, bartenders are uneducated. Bartenders are a pretty big demographic. We are in every city and town in every state in the country, and the rest of the world. And like any demographic, we are a cross-section of society. We are all over the place in every measurable human trait. And yes, some of us are very stupid. But if you've had bartenders that were so stupid they made you think we all are, you are wrong. A lot of people I met when I got started began their careers in hospitality while they were in college and stayed in the industry because they liked it or were very good at it. Others moved to LA and tended bar while they pursued work in the entertainment industry. Shocking, I know. But stayed in the bar world because, again, they were really good at it. I've met a lot of bartenders and most of them are quite interesting people. And yes, I've worked with some who are very, very stupid, but thankfully they're the minority. And for those of you wondering, no, I did not go to college. And frankly, I'm glad I didn't, because if I had, I'd be up to my ears in debt for a piece of paper that says I'm an expert in something that I most likely wouldn't be doing for a living. Thanks, but I'll pass. Myth number 3, you can't make great money bartending. This is categorically untrue. In fact, in 2019, I made more money bartending 4 days a week than I did at any job in my life, including working for a Fortune 500 company. And I had health insurance while I was doing it. There are a couple reasons you see bartenders working multiple jobs. A, they aren't fortunate enough to work at a place that's lucrative. Or 2, bartending provides supplemental income while they chase after other endeavors. But yeah, this notion that you can't make a living doing this, not true. Myth number 4, bartending is easy money. I heard it a lot before I started. Bartenders make great money. You know, tips. And for some reason the phrase always ends with, you know, tips. The cruel reality is you only make money if the bar is busy. And the busier it is, the more money you make, which is good and bad. Why bad? If your night is stressing you out, it means you're making good money. And the best money is made when you're getting your ass handed to you. Some of the best nights I've ever had behind the bar have literally made me rethink my life. There are outliers, like hotels that tack a 20% service charge onto every check, but again, they're outliers. The reliable exception to this rule are those who master what a friend of mine calls service bartending. Meaning, it's possible to be so good at this that you build up a small but dedicated repeat clientele that takes great care of you time after time. So you can take that job at a slow bar, bring your clientele with you, and still make great money. And no, I am not one of these people. Volume bartending, which is fast, or service bartending, which is slow. You can make a comfortable living doing either, and the best among us can do both. And don't tell anybody, but what keeps me up at night is the possibility that I'm neither. Myth number 5, bartenders sleep around a lot. Now, it is true that a lot of bartenders sleep around. In fact, some people get into the job for that very reason. They sleep with guests, they sleep with coworkers. Terrible idea, by the way. I even know one that slept with investors. But we're not all like that. I know a bunch of bartenders who are in long-term relationships, and I know a handful who are married. I'm one of them. But for the friskier among us, the job is often too demanding. On many occasions, I've been stuck cleaning the bar until 4 a.m. Try indulging in your hedonistic tendencies with that schedule, which is why a lot of bartenders end up just sleeping with each other. Myth number 6, all bartenders are party animals. Piggybacking on the last point, bartending is a job that's associated with wild partying. It doesn't help that we're surrounded by alcohol all the time, and the unfortunate outcome is that many bartenders are alcoholics, even if of the high-functioning variety. And there's also frequent and widespread use of many other drugs, including cocaine, which I personally find deeply troubling. But again, not all of us are like that. I'll be the first to admit that I drink too much, but beyond that, I'm pretty boring. My ideal night is staying in and hanging out with my wife and cats. And I know other bartenders who are similarly minded. Some drink only casually, and I used to work for a guy who didn't drink at all. But admittedly, this last point is one that is, more often than not, accurate. The only thing I'll say, and I mean this more as an explanation than a defense, is the widespread use of alcohol is often us medicating. Again, I'm not defending this. It is a very unhealthy lifestyle. So when you see us take shots behind the bar, please don't judge us too harshly. There are times when this job is incomprehensibly difficult, and we need those shots to live. Anyway, that's all I got for now. Did I miss something? Let me know in the comments.
Turn camera. Mark. 102, take 1.